comes to painting Warhammer, there is literally no limitation in creativity for me. I'm always on a hunt to try out new things, new products, or new techniques, and as a certified nail girly, I naturally came across 3D Builder Gel. And this sparked the ultimate question in me. Can nail products work with Warhammer, and are they actually worth buying? If you want to find out, this is your video. And with that, welcome back to my channel. My name is Kiddo, and today we're going on a product treasure hunt together. So today I'm putting the nail gel theory to the absolute test, and I decided to go for the Warhammer Age of Sigmar Disciples of Tzeentch box. Specifically, we are focusing on these three beautiful, sleek, and ray-like screamers. Now, if you know anything about Tzeentch, he's the chaos god of change, magic, destiny, but also knowledge, ambition, intrigue, and trickery. A little bit like the Loki of Warhammer. His whole aesthetic is about shifting realities, unpredictable mutations, and kaleidoscopic colors. As we all know, he's also called the Changer of Ways, and he embodies mortals' desire for evolution, improvement, innovation, and progress. This is music to my ears. And I could not think of a better faction to test out the nail gel theory than the Disciples of Tzeentch. Let's bridge the gap between grimdark miniature painting and high-end nail salon color art pop. Let's get cooking. So my approach to miniature painting is always to meet every miniature, new product, or technique I'm learning with curiosity and an open mind. I like to be fearless when it comes out to trying new things. Despite of some of those rides might be a little bit wild sometimes and not be approved by anyone. Bruh. But that's the price I'm willing to pay in exchange for the joy of being curious. Because Tzeentch represents mutation, I'm putting together three completely different color schemes. A vibrant aquatic turquoise, my favorite color by the way, as you can see, and it's actually pretty close to the Screamer box art, which I really love. A fiery energetic orange, and a deep shadowy grimdark black with a shifting rainbow finish. This is gonna be so awesome. Let's go for the aquatic scheme first. Finished the paint job, and now it is finally time to try to elevate the mini and add the 3D Builder Gel, the secret sauce. If you aren't familiar with the nail world, 3D Builder Gel is a thick, viscous resin. Unlike regular nail polish that air dries, this stuff stays completely fluid until it hits UV light, which means this gives us an incredible advantage as miniature painters. Infinite working time. It won't dry on your brush, it won't leave stroke marks, and it self-levels beautifully. So actually an absolute dream to work with, in my opinion. Because I've been working with air drying clay before, and it can be a little bit stressful especially when you haven't done this before, when you're new to something. So this is just the absolute best. You have all the time in the world and can chill and concentrate on the magic. I begin applying the 3D Builder gel on top of the painted skin of the first Screamer. I wanted to use its thick properties to create a wet-looking, organic and shifting texture over the fins. Look at how it catches the studio lights even before it's cured. I think it's so pretty already. It adds a literal physical layer of depth that a standard gloss varnish could not achieve with a single coat. But here is the magic trick. Once you have it exactly where you want it, you're gonna cure it with a UV lamp. I blasted it for exactly 30 seconds with UV light, and just like that, it goes from pretty much liquid to a medium hard consistency, if I'm describing this correctly. And it also looks crystal clear. Now, a shiny coat is cool, but we want more. Time to add the pigments, my absolute fucking favorite part. So in the nail industry, chrome and glitter pigments are designed to be buffed into a tacky or smooth layer of 3D gel. Miniature pigments are usually pretty matte, meant to recreate dirt or rust, but these are shiny and glittery, iridescent pigments. Watch this. I am taking a little sponge, dipping it into my iridescent glitter pigments, and buffing it right on top of the cured gel. Look at this transition. Traditional glitter paints look like specks of glitter floating in glue. But because we are buffing a microfine glitter onto a solid 3D gel base, it looks like the Screamer is swimming through an ocean of pigments. I just love it. Next up was the orange Screamer, where I wanted to go for kind of a warm, flickering solar fire energy. But the real experiment was the black Screamer. Grimdark hobbyists might look at nail products and think that's way too bright or clean or colorful, and I totally get it, but look at what happens when you apply like these shifting rainbow pigments over a grimdark black base. looks so eerie and kind of supernatural. I don't know. I think it fits so well into the shifting nature of zinj. It's dark, but the colors are shifting the second you move the model. And now imagine this on the tabletop, on the actual tabletop in an actual game. And you move your miniatures and these iridescent pigments are just throwing back the lights to your opponent. Maybe this could also be like a really good tactic to confuse your opponent. Don't hate the player, hate the game, okay? And the possibilities are pretty much endless to this. You can go for a super color pop, but you could also go for just the grimdark blues and dark greens and purples maybe. I think this would also work so well for Idoneth Deepkin. Oh my god, I want to try this out on every single faction I own that I haven't painted yet. Just look at these results. There are literally no limits on how you can and want to elevate your models. I feel as miniature painters, we are often trapping ourselves in the hobby bubble, and we only buy products from brands that have miniature painting on the label. But by stepping out of our comfort zone and just thinking outside of the box, what could work and what might not work, or, you know, maybe raiding your girlfriend's or your sister's nail salon for supplies, we can achieve pretty unique and cool finishes on our miniatures. And I think that's pretty dope. And think about it, to get this kind of transition, like this rainbow finish on the Screamer, using traditional paints, you would maybe need a lot of things, a lot of paints, a lot of techniques, a lot of, you know, airbrush maybe. I don't say this is not cool. I love using an airbrush. I love using all these techniques. It's just for the sake of maybe thinking outside the box and maybe trying something out that we haven't tried out before. So airbrushing is amazing, miniature painting and using traditional acrylics is so great. But sometimes maybe you just want to get your miniatures on the table, and this took me literally 30 seconds. And this is also, I think, a big thing to think about when you are preparing your faction, right? Because sometimes you just want to get them done, you just want to get them ready, but you also want them to look cool. So this is basically a 30-second hack to get your miniatures on the table and make them look freaking unique, freaking awesome. So this kind of proves to me that these techniques we are using can also exist outside of the miniature painting hobby, and they can be pretty much integrated seamlessly into our everyday miniature painting life, into what we are already doing. You know, you want a hyper pigmenty, color shifting sorcerer's sword? Use 3D Build-A-Gel and pigments. You get it done in 30 seconds. Or like a crystal that looks like an obsidian. There are also black pigments. Imagine you have a black Screamer using black pigments on top. This would look so freaking cool. And with everything, you don't have to, but now you can. Whether you want ultra sparkly cosmic creatures or eerie, gloomy, grimy, grimdark monstrosities, this would work on both of these options. So to answer the ultimate question we started with, can nail products really work with Warhammer miniatures and are they worth buying? It is a resounding absolute yes from me. Not do they only work, but they are incredibly fun, highly forgiving because of the UV curing time, and they open up a whole new world of artistic freedom. I think Zinj would maybe approve of this level of mutation in the hobby. What do you think? Which of these three color schemes is your favorite? Are you team blue cosmic shimmer or team orange solar flare or like the grimdark rainbow version? Let me know in the comments below. And if you ever used unconventional products on your miniatures, either it's cosmetics, nail tech, or something completely wild, tell me your secrets. I'm always on a treasure hunt for new products I can test out. If you enjoyed this experiment and want to see more you know, boundary pushing miniature painting tutorials. Make sure to like and subscribe. I would really, really appreciate it. And thank you so much to my Patreons as usual. You are the best. I cannot thank you enough for your support. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. My name is Kiddo and gonna see you in the next video. Always stay chaotic and see you in the next video. Bye. Tschüss. Auf Wiedersehen.